Oh, hey, my girlfriend's there.
All right, we're live on mic now.
Oh, hey, my girlfriend's there.
All right, we're live on mic now. Computer, begin transmission. Energize. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Captain Jamie-Leigh. And we are doing our main show today, which is Star Trek Adventures Mission 1. We have an exciting mission for all of you today. And what we're doing is we're on a long-haul warp. You see the stars warping behind me? We're going all the way from Earth to the Shackleton Expanse and back. We're just kind of going back and forth. And crew morale is an important thing. I'm the captain of this ship, and so I'm responsible for crew morale. So what I'm doing is broadcasting over subspace frequencies, ship-wide and across the quadrant, this Star Trek Adventures game. So let's go ahead and meet our players. Liliana, would you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name's Liliana. I go by the pronouns she, her. I am the head of science here aboard our lovely starship. My character that I'll be playing is Rosaria Rosie Haynes. I'm very excited for you all to meet her.
Thank you, Liliana. And Ada.
Yeah. I'm Ada. My pronouns are she, her. And I will be playing Kellis, a member of our favorite capitalist aliens, the Ferengi.
Excellent. And our third player today is Kent. Hello, Kent.
Hi, I can hardly hear you folks.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
In Discord, is it?
Setup. Anyways, my character is Pajan, a Vulcan who was briefly assimilated by the Borg and has some different perspectives from that experience.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to get right into the game here. We are starting out at Douglas Station, orbiting Vega 3. This is a gigantic space station. We see starships flying to and fro, and the camera zooms in towards the space dock doors, which open up, and we fly right in through the space dock doors as they're opening. We see starships on the inside of space dock, this cavernous interior space. And as we keep flying through, we see shuttlecraft and shuttle pods moving to and fro. This is a busy, busy station. There's lots of activity. And we see some lights in a window, and we fly towards that. And as we continue into the window, we see a group of applicants to Starfleet Academy gathering in a bar. So, welcome to Star Trek Adventures. What would you like to do?
Oh, that's a good question here. Let's see. Rosie and Bajan have met each other briefly before this, but I think we've just approached Kellis and Chatsworth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Um, at the very least, Callus has certainly been making the rounds in the room, and she looks receptive to socializing.
You know what? Actually, I think Rosie here is gonna walk up and be excited to see a Ferengi here in Starfleet. Uh, so very quickly, this young woman with bright starry eyes walks up to Kellis and goes, "Oh my goodness, hi! It's a Ferengi. It's good to see you. Hello. What brings you here? Are you part of the recruits? Are you here to join Starfleet?"
Oh, yes, absolutely. I am extremely excited to be applying to Starfleet and expand my horizons, as it were.
Oh, there's plenty of horizons to expand upon here. I'm certain of it. What brings you to this area? What made you join?
Um, well, I think Starfleet has many opportunities, and I think I can be of service.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. What area are you thinking of joining into? I want to be part of the science division. What do you want to do?
Oh, ship counseling, of course. I'm
Ooh, a
always.
Ferengi. Ferengi
Yes.
ship counselor. That sounds splendid.
Yes, absolutely. And there's absolutely no reason why anyone would withhold their secrets from me. I am an absolute confidant.
Oh, absolutely. You seem like an entirely trustworthy person to your entire core. I'm very much looking forward to working with you, Callus.
Looking forward to working with you. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Rosie?
Yeah, my name is Rosie. Rosaria Haynes. She holds out
Ah,
her hand for Callus to shake.
Kellis hesitates for just a second, very briefly, and then reaches out and shakes it.
Immediately, sorry, what's Callus's pronouns again? She, her?
Yeah.
Immediately, Kellis feels her hand grabbed and snatched very tightly by this bright young cadet, who very swiftly shakes her hand up and down at a rapid pace. Oh, by the way, I don't think you've met Pajan, have you? Pajan, this is Kellis. They're a Ferengi that want to be supposed to be a ship's counselor. Can you believe it? She has not let go of your hand yet.
It is not the most common vocation. However, there is great variety among the pursuits of many cultures, some that are not as noticed from or by outsiders, I believe.
You know, that actually gives me a pretty good question to ask here, Pajan. What do you want to do with Starfleet? What are you joining up for?
I It is difficult to put into a simple explanation. Um, as you can see from my appearance, perhaps if you are knowledgeable in this area, I had a experience, a brush with the Borg Collective.
Oh, that's where the implants are from. I just thought they were like a thing you chose to do. I'm so sorry.
uh, you you do not need to worry. I do not assume that everyone is sufficiently versed in the qualities of the collective to recognize uh, this equipment. You can see it when I was freed from the collective. They were not able to remove all of the implants safely. Uh, I prior to assimilation, I never had a strong opinion on my appearance beyond being well presented and appropriate for the circumstances. But I admit I do not enjoy the visual reminder when I look in the mirror.
I can imagine. I'm really sorry, Pajan.
I would love to hear more about your experience sometime if you're willing to talk about it, but thank you for sharing that with us. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Regarding your original query, uh, I know that uh, Starfleet offers a variety of opportunities and experiences, and I am hoping to broaden my horizons as a way of moving past my experience.
Well, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you, Pajan. I'm certain it's going to be a wonderful time here aboard, or just as a part of Starfleet.
Yes, we can hope so.
And then we see this Andorian step forward with a strong, chiseled chin, blue skin, antennas, and the Andorian says, "Hello. I am
hello.
Chat."
It's good to meet you, Chat. What brings you here? Are you part of the cadets joining Starfleet too?
I am a fellow applicant.
Oh, delightful. Well, it's great to meet you. What are you gonna try to do when you join Starfleet? We're not talking about our career opportunities or career paths that we want to work on.
Yes, Rosie here is looking to be a science officer, and
Mhm.
uh, I'm looking to be a ship counselor. I believe Pajan is as yet undecided.
I have certain leanings, but I do not want to prematurely conclude
Oh, I understand
before it is
completely.
necessary.
Very logical.
Yes, logical.
And Chat says, I desire to go into medicine. I want to be a healer.
Ooh. A doctor. Splendid.
Oh, there's a lot of value in medicine. Um,
Well, what made you decide to be a doctor then? Was there any particular, I don't know, reason you're pursuing it? Any goals you have in mind for that?
And Chat says, it's a very honorable thing to heal other people, and I have a knack for xenobiology.
Ooh.
And then
Yeah.
two of these characters from up here decide to join your group at the windows. One is applicant Jack Randy, who is a slightly heavy-set, pale-skinned human with off-standard hair colors. And the other is Chris Jacques, who has a perpetual 5 o'clock shadow, is wearing lipstick and eyeliner, and has a close cropped hair on the sides. And Jack says, hello. Oh, this is a wonderful view you've picked out here. I can see the Cerritos. That's the ship that my parents serve on.
Oh, hello. Yes, the Cerritos. My California class. It's my ship vessel, right? Absolutely love it. Who are you?
I'm Jack. I am an applicant to Starfleet Academy.
Oh, delightful. My name is Rosie. I am also an applicant to Starfleet.
I'm
We have
Kellis.
Kellis here, and we have Prajan and Chaat over there as well.
We're all applicants.
And Chris Jacques introduces themselves. They use they/them pronouns. And Chris says, "Oh, hello. I am delighted to meet you and make your acquaintances."
Hello, Chris. Delightful to meet you too. I love the lipstick you've got going on there. It's a very nice shade on you.
Oh, why, thank you. I picked it especially for today.
Oh yeah? Got something. Well, I guess something nothing more exciting happened today than the Starfleet entrance. But is there any particular reason why you chose it?
I just felt it was a, how do you say, appropriate color. Then you see some of the other applicants who are gathered approaching the bar, and Chris decides to look out the window and immediately grabs onto the bulkhead and says, "Oh, I am very dizzy. When looking out, I saw someone in an EV suit walking upside down on the roof. I think I need to get a drink."
Rose is gonna lean over to Kellis. Psst, hey, you should go help out Chris with their dilemma about space and walking around in EV suits.
And Chris kind of
Sure.
makes their way over
I-
to the bar.
I think I would like
Hmm.
to follow Chris and ask if they. I'm gonna start chatting with them about. Well, do you always get dizzy when you see EVA operations?
And you can go ahead and click and drag your character wherever you want to go. There you go. And Chris says, "I'm not used to seeing such space things. I am from a faraway colony, and this is my first time aboard such a large ship. It's quite disorienting."
Oh, I'm sure. And what colony did you say you were from again?
Oh, it's a colony I'm sure you have not heard of. It's a far away on the edges of the Klingon space. And then at the bar, you see Dila, who is the bartender. Dila is a trill, has the characteristic trill spots, and has a fun haircut, wearing earrings, and has kind of a medium dark skin. And Dila asks, so what it'll be?
I think I will have one of those human drinks, root beer.
Root beer, coming right up. And Dila goes over to the replicators and programs in the root beer and brings it back and serves that to you. And you see two other folks at the bar. There is applicant Pola Javziv, pronouns she, her. And Pola is a Tellarite with kind of a large nostril, flaps around the eyes, and different ridges, and hair swept back, wearing earrings. And Pola motions for the bartender to come over and asks for... Oh, thank you for the follow. Silver Vaporon. Pola comes over... Dila comes over to Pola, and Pola asks for a Tellarian brandy. And suggests down the bar, Tellarian brandies for anyone who can handle it.
Rosie's gonna actually go over to Pajan. Ken, real quick, how like old or big is Pajan? Out of curiosity.
I'd say probably he's in his early 30s or maybe late 20s.
Okay, cool.
Somewhere in that
Hey,
range.
Pajan, you should totally go take that on an offer. I think you could you think you got a shot at this if you wanted to.
I do not understand what the benefit of that would be.
Yeah, well, camaraderie and teamwork and team collaboration, you know, that kind of a thing. Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Come on, I'm gonna go over there too. You should come with.
I will accompany. Very well. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at the out of character. I'm laughing at the way the token moved.
Yeah.
All right, so who is going to take up the offer of the Tellarian brandy?
Rosie is not. She will instead ask for an Alira punch from Dila instead.
One Alira punch coming right up.
Thank you.
Dila serves that and notices that we have two Vulcans next to each other. And Pajan, you can see applicant Saral, a dark-skinned Vulcan next to you with a traditional haircut and a broad nose and the arched eyebrows as Vulcans tend to have.
Sorry, I'm trying to get used to the view controls. I'm not actually intending for my character to be dancing around in place.
No problem. You can right-click and drag to pan, and then you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Greetings. Are you entering? Are you applying for Starfleet as well?
And Thrall says, I am. I am an applicant to Starfleet Academy, where I wish to pursue a study of science.
Rosie's gonna lean over, like, behind Pajan to try and make her face viewable as well. Ooh, another science student, is that right? What particular path you want to go down?
And Saral says, I wish to study the stars, especially trinary systems. I find especially fascinating.
Oh, delightful. I myself want to get into stellar cartography.
That is logical. For Starfleet, we need to navigate and understand the stars. We will need both of our skills.
Exactly.
All right. I'm going to ask chat if chat wants a drink. Feel free to say in the chat or use the channel points to have Chatsworth do or say whatever you like. Meanwhile, Chris is going to ask for a Tolarian brandy.
What color and like what does the Tellurian brandy look like? Does it also happen to be brown and fizzy?
The Tolarian brandy is brown. We have some redeems for chat, so I'll catch up on that in just a second.
Mm-hmm.
The Tolarian from Teller Prime brandy is brown. It comes in a thick bottle and is served in a shot glass.
Classic.
And chat speaks up and says, yes, I like what they're having. I would like that impressive brandy. And so Dila brings a brandy over to chat, and chat downs it and is going to make a check here. This is going to be a daring and a medicine task. And this is going to be a difficulty 0. So this is the first roll of the game. And chat scored 1 success on that and successfully downs the brandy. And because that was difficulty 0, we get to bank that extra momentum. So thank you, chat, for ordering the brandy. We got some momentum for the group.
Splendid.
Who else was having the brandy? Anyone?
I think Kellis would like to try out the brandy.
Is Pajan drinking the brandy too?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try.
Yes!
All right. And Dila goes to the top shelf and brings some more of that Tolarian brandy back to the group and lays one out for Chris, Kellis, and Pajan. And I'm going to need each of you to do a daring and medicine task, difficulty 0. Kellis got 0 successes. So you kind of choke down the brandy. It stings and burns in your throat. And Pajan was trying that too. Is that right?
Yes, I'm just trying to. I over the table. I do not entirely remember the dice setup for this. I still keep thinking.
No problem. I'll walk you through it.
5th edition.
Do you have your character sheet open?
Yes, and I have my dice pool tab open.
Okay, so it's 2 dice is by default. You can buy extra dice for momentum. The first dice that you buy costs 1 momentum. The second, or to buy 2 total dice to bring it up to 4 dice in the pool, costs 3 momentum. To buy 3 extra dice costs 6 momentum. So it's kind of an escalating cost. But for this difficulty 0 task, you can just roll the dice with the defaults.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we should spend some momentum just in case. No.
All right, Pajan takes the brandy, downs it in 1 gulp, no problem, no issues with tolerating it. The Vulcan tolerance for this type of drink is fairly high, and I'm sure that your implants are able to help you process it just fine. And then we need Chris to do one as well. And this is going to be for Chris, is a human, so this is difficulty 1 for Chris. And Chris, unfortunately, just kind of coughs it back up and makes a little bit of a mess on the table. Apologizes and says, well, maybe I should skip this drink for this time. And Chris gains a trait. The trait is drunk. All right. And out of the door to the north comes Lieutenant Marcus Chen. Marcus has dark hair and a kind of light skin, and uses he/him pronouns, is about 35 years old. And he comes out and says, actually, Dila says, "Oh, Lieutenant, will you have your regular?" And Lieutenant says, "Not today. I've actually come to address the applicants here. You are socializing and meeting each other, which is great, but you have a long exam in the morning. I will see you at Deck 17, Room 01, at 0700 hours sharp. I recommend you retire to your quarters soon." And then
Rosie throws up a little salute and says, "Yes, sir."
And Lieutenant Chen nods at Rosie and regards the group, and then exits through the door. Does anyone else want to do anything?
No, I'm good.
I would like to ask Chris, hey, about this exam, do you got any insider knowledge? Any tips or tricks? And I'm saying this in a lower voice, so I can't be overheard.
Okay. And you're asking Chris this?
Yes.
Okay. Chris says, "Oh, well, there's an exam." "Oh, yes, the exam. The exam. I think I think we should all study for the exam. That would be a good idea.
I can see that even though being drunk makes Chris not a good source of information.
Indeed, indeed. And Dila comes and wipes up the counter in front of Chris and kind of regards him and regards them and says, well, you better get some rest because 0700 is going to come pretty quickly. And with that, we are going to end the current scene, and I'm going to set up the next scene. The next scene is going to be in the classrooms, and I'm going to double check a couple things. Okay. You all retire to your respective quarters until the next morning, and then you gather in the hallway on deck 17, right outside of room 01. And it's currently 06:55 hours, and noticeably missing is Chris Jacques.
Uh-oh. Oh, Chris is doing okay. Has anybody seen him this morning? Seen them this morning?
I have not.
Does anybody maybe know where their room is at?
And the door opens up, and Chris kind of stumbles through and says, "Oh, my head! My head hurts. I should not have had that brandy."
You all right there, Chris? I mean, I know you said your head hurts, but like, are Kellis, help?
Chris, you're going to be just fine. Believe in yourself.
And I do have a weird overlay here for some reason. Let me just see if I can fix that. Chris says, there we go. Chris says, "Oh, I believe it. I'm going to do my best with this examination. However, my head really hurts. Does anyone want to try to do anything to help Chris?"
I think the best person here to help out Chris would be Chatsworth,
Yes.
since they want to be a medical student.
All right, so let's see what chat can do. So anyone in the chat, if you want to describe how chat might help out Chris with the hangover. And we have a redeem. Thank you for that. It says, suggest Chris go to the med bay. And
Do I...
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Do I happen to have like any kind of like hypo spray or anything that can help with headaches? And is it possible to get one? Or is it possible to get one?
You don't have a hypo spray on you. You are just a civilian applicant to Starfleet, and what you can do is suggest that Chris sit in a darker area that's not too bright. That might help with the head. And chat suggests Chris go to med bay. However, hold on. However, I was getting a phone call from my kid. I needed to send a quick message. Okay. However, the door opens up and Lieutenant Chen comes out and says, "Oh, good, you're all here. Come on inside. Please, please, take a seat anywhere, any desk. Come on in."
Rosie's gonna take this front run here, right by the. I'm guessing this is the front of the classroom. Yeah. Actually, she'll sit right by the desk.
I do want to ask, is there any kind of like medication that I might, because I have this ability called Great Material Continuum
Okay.
that lets me get something with an opportunity cost reduced by 1. Would I be able to use that in this situation to perhaps give Chris some sort of equivalent of Tylenol?
Okay, it says once per session, when obtaining additional equipment, you may reduce the opportunity cost of the item by 1 to a minimum of 0. I'm going to go ahead and say you reach into your bag of tricks,
Personal belongings,
and you rummage around and do indeed find space Tylenol.
Nice. I approach Chris and go, "Hey, here's some space Tylenol. It might help with your headache. It will take a bit to work."
And Chat goes ahead and says to Chris, "Nothing better to fix a hangover than Andorian ale."
Terrible advice to ask. Goodness.
Was that not practically the cause of the condition in the first place?
I feel
Yeah,
like
you're basically saying you can't be hungover if you don't stop drinking.
I feel like I feel like with how well Chris handled their drink last time, that might be counterproductive advice.
Okay. So Marcus goes ahead and asks everyone to take a seat somewhere in the classroom and says, "You're all right on time. We will have the exams start as soon as Commander Talar arrives." And you can see that the lieutenant is kind of leaning against the desk and kind of sitting on the surface of the desk a little bit with arms folded, trying to be kind of a cool lieutenant, trying to be like someone you can talk to. And he says, "Well, who's come from the farthest place to be here today?"
Remind me, how far out is Douglas Station from, say, Earth?
Douglas Station is about, well, I can show you on the map if you want.
Sure, yeah.
So this is a map of the galaxy in the center of the concentric circles.
Which gives you visibility.
Oh, is this, 1 second, token vision. Okay, can you see it now?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
In the center is Sol, which is where Earth is, and Douglas Station is over here orbiting Vega 3, which is in the
Okay.
Lyra constellation.
So then, not that far at all.
Not that far from Earth, but far enough that they would have a separate regional examination.
All right. Who has come the farthest from Earth, or to who has traveled the furthest to Douglas Station? I'm curious now.
So down here we have Beta Z. I'm just going to call out places as I see them. There's Nausicaa. Everyone loves the Nausicans.
Nausicaa, the Valley of the Wind.
Mm-hmm. Vulcan is rather close to Earth, as is Andoria. Terra Nova. So probably, is anyone from Beta Z, like from the homeworld?
I don't think so. We have a Ferengi, a human, and a Vulcan currently. Where is the Ferengi world? Come to think of it,
Ferenginar is somewhere around here.
somewhere.
Not quite sure. This map is a little bit hard to read.
It
But
It is.
would be
I think
fantastic.
probably Chatsworth has come the farthest. So we'll go back to the other scene.
Mhm.
So Chatsworth from this remote isolated colony raises a hand and says, I know that I have come the farthest.
Oh, he's certain about it. I mean, I believe him, but like, he's certain about it.
And
Kajan raises an eyebrow, just slight amount of skepticism at his assumption.
And Lieutenant Chen suddenly stands upright and kind of pre-senses that Commander Talar is entering. And so the door opens up and Commander Talar joins the room. Commander Talar is a Vulcan with a traditional Vulcan haircut, kind of olive skin, is a full commander, and walks with a purpose to the front of the classroom. As Commander Talar comes in, Jacques Randy also stands up at like kind of mock attention, and Commander Talar says, "It's okay, so please be seated. We will get started briefly." And Commander Talar addresses the applicants and says, "Candidates, you represent the embodiment of Starfleet Academy's motto, Ex Astris Scientia, from the stars, knowledge. You have journeyed here from the farthest reaches of the Federation and beyond, each selected as the finest of your world's starbases and fleets have to offer. Today's examination will determine whether you possess the qualities necessary to transform the distributed excellence into unified purpose. Your assessment consists of 4 two-hour segments. A comprehensive knowledge examination covering Federation and Starfleet history, a computer-simulated piloting test through an asteroid field, a solitary mathematical and scientific evaluation, and finally, a hand-to-hand combat simulation. Logic dictates that only through this rigorous process can we ascertain whether the knowledge you bring from the stars can be refined into the wisdom required to serve among them. The examination begins now." And then Lieutenant Chen taps a pad on the desk at the front, and all of you notice that your desks have pads on them, and they come alive with a general knowledge examination. And this covers things like Starfleet and United Federation of Planets history, general knowledge about facts and places. And I'm going to need everyone to give me a control and command task. And this is going to be difficulty 0 because you're all very well studied. Except for Chris Jacques, who gets difficulty 1 from the hungover status.
Poor guy.
You said control and what?
Control and command.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll. Nice.
All right, so that 2 successes, you can bank those momentum, the 2 momentum.
Splendid.
And
Well done.
Kellis also aces the exam with 2 successes. And Pajan also aces with 2 successes. So you have maximized your momentum pool at 6. With the extra successes, Kellis, Rosie, and Pajan can choose to either ask a question of the game master, of me, or you can choose to succeed with honors at the first part of the examination.
I'm gonna do succeed with honors for Rosie, because that's what she really wants.
All right.
John will also succeed with honors.
Rosie and
Succeed
Pajan
with honors.
and Kellis all succeed with honors. Excellent. And let's see.
Actually, GM, real quick question. What's the most efficient way to cheat? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I do have a game mechanic question really fast.
Sure.
What is determination and how do we gain it?
So determination is a resource that you gain and use when you apply values to a situation. So on the traits tab, there's a values list, and right now you should only have 1 value.
Mm-hmm.
So Rosie's value, for example, is full belief in the Federation. So we'll go over the game mechanics for determination more specifically in a future session, but it relates to the values.
Gotcha. All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. And then Chris Jacques was also going to do a control and command check, difficulty 1, and we'll
Believe in
see.
you, Chris.
We'll see how Chris does.
Nice.
Smashing.
Smashing success, and Chris is caught the second wind from the space Tylenol provided by Kellis.
Space Tylenol.
And is able to do great there. All right. So, Lieutenant Chen.
Curious name.
Mm-hmm.
Such a curious name.
Yes. Lieutenant Chen says, please pass your pads forward, and we will proceed to part 2 of the examination. Please follow Commander Talar to room 02. And Commander Talar goes out the door, down the hall to the second room. And I'm going to let everyone go into this room. And Commander Talar says, please have a seat around the pairs of seats at the table.
Rosie's gonna like stare passively at Kellis or Pajan, praying that either one of them sits down with her.
Is this seat taken?
No, please, absolutely sit down. Take it. It's yours. It's good to see you, Pajan. How are you feeling about the test so far?
I feel quite confident in my results.
I think I did an absolutely smashing success of mine, which should be expected considering how many years I spent preparing for this exam.
Yes, study to prepare is very logical and wise.
Thank you.
So Commander Talar addresses the group and says, this is going to be a simulation of navigating an asteroid field. This is going to be a paired task, so each pair will get to decide who is going to be the primary pilot and who is going to assist. And we will go
quick
through
question here.
Mm-hmm.
Piloting, controlling, that's managed by the con discipline, right? Or was that something else?
Pilot is con, yes.
Cool. Okay.
So there are 2 routes that you can take, at least 2 routes through the asteroid field. And one of them will get you there the quickest, and the other will get you there the safest. And it's up to each pilot to decide which route to take.
All right, Prajan, what do you think? I'm pretty good at handling ships, or at least in simulations, I've been pretty good at it. I've got, moderate experience. Do you think we should go safe or should we go fast?
I
Personally, I kind of feel
believe
fast,
fast would be acceptable
right?
for
And if we
this
do well,
simulation.
too, we can get some even higher marks on our grades.
Indeed.
So,
How much?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Rose is gonna ask. So how much flight experience do you have, Pajan? Like, are you more seasoned here, or am I your best bet?
Over the table, you said con is the discipline,
Yes.
Yes.
and then attributes.
The attribute
That's
depends
not the
upon
main
how
zone,
you
yeah.
approach this. And so, since you're going the quickest route, this will be a daring and con task. And whoever is the primary pilot will do a regular roll. This is going to be a difficulty 1 task. So it's a regular roll with 2 dice, unless you want to buy more with momentum. And then the person assisting will use 1 dice only with the same daring and con to help out.
Okay. I am somewhat acquainted with piloting, but I confess that I am not accustomed to gambling strategy wise. I do believe it's still appropriate in this case, but well, it's an adjustment. As I told you the other day, I am attempting to expand my horizon. As
That's what I'd like to hear.
do you have experience at all
Not with
piloting?
flying, not with real ships, but I have several hundreds of hours in flight sim experience, so we should be pretty okay here. I think we can pull this out. We can pull it off. pull that
you
metaphorical rabbit out of a metaphorical hat or something like that,
prefer
you know?
to? Uh, yes, I'm not sure I'm acquainted with this rabbit in hat you speak of, but um, would you prefer to pilot or assist?
I think I'll do piloting since I have some more experience here with that at least.
Very well. I
All
will
right.
assist.
Okay, so I need Rosie to give me a daring and con check with 2 dice, and
I will
Pajan.
spend some momentum on this.
Okay. So that would be 3 dice. Keep in mind that each dice also carries the risk of a complication if it gets a natural 20, which is bad.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So go ahead and
we're just
roll
gonna hope.
those 3 dice, Rosie, and the 1 dice for Pajan.
Oh,
Yikes.
What was that one success?
and 2 19s.
If you click
So
on the
very
chat
close
tab,
to complications.
So we need one more success, and then we also have some complications to deal with.
No complications. That's 20 plus, right?
right, there's no complications here on this roll.
Right.
And you can see the roll if you go to the chat tab.
Seeing that my partner is struggling a bit, this is a computer interface we're doing this simulation on. I see.
Yes.
It is.
I would like to leverage my neural interface to help out with this. That would work.
Okay, so your direct neural interface, let me read that. Having existed as an extension of one of the largest and most complex computer networks known in the galaxy, liberated Borg have a natural affinity for computers and data processing equipment of all kinds, and a real, most organic computer themselves.
I think those were typos from the original.
Yeah, there might be a typo in there, a missing word or something. When the character attempts a task that involves or is assisted by a computer, including the ship's computer system, the character gains a bonus d20 for their dice pool. All right. So go ahead and roll 2 dice, Pajan, and we'll see how this goes.
Con and daring, 2 dice.
Should we add momentum or should we hold off?
I think we should add momentum just in case.
Yeah.
So the assists can't buy the extra momentum. Only the primary person can.
Oh, okay.
In theory, momentum would be good here. But I will not add momentum since I can without cheating. Okay, here we go.
Nice.
2
Nice.
successes.
All right. So this was a difficulty 1 task, and in total you scored 3 successes. So you can bank. One of the successes gets used by the task, and then the other 2 you can bank or spend immediately.
What do we spend it on?
For momentum spends, the most common thing is asking a question and getting extra information from the DM or the GM. There's other things you can do with immediate momentum spends, but they only apply in combat.
Gotcha.
Can we use, instead of banking the momentum, can we use it to get a, because we also have complications coming up, right? Can we use it to like extend our sensors a bit to try to help with navigation or something? I don't know if that makes sense in this context.
I'll say
I
you
don't
can
think-
you can use it to succeed this task with honors.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
Okay. So Rosie takes the controls of the simulated ship and starts piloting the quickest route that she can see. And Pajan starts calling out asteroid vectors 276 Mark 8 and so on. And
Except more in this tone.
except more in this tone. 276 Mark 8.
Asteroid and 2768.
Got it. Understood.
Secondary asteroid Mark 384.
Activated lumbar maneuver.
Metallic asteroid at Mark 24601.
Heard rerouting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, and you navigate successfully through the asteroid field, and Commander Talar notes down your success with honors.
Rosie's gonna hold up a hand for a high five to Pajan.
Pajan takes a second because he's not super familiar with this, but he reciprocates.
Woo!
And then up is Kellis, who is going to be paired with Lieutenant Chen because there's an odd number of applicants. So, Kellis, you'll be the pilot for this. Do you want to take the quick route or the safe route?
Out of character, can I ask which attribute is a safe route?
The safe route would give you insight and con.
Okay. Let's go the daring route.
Yeah.
Which one did you
And
say?
The fast route.
The fast route. Okay. So that'll be a daring and con check, and Lieutenant Marcus will assist.
I would also like to spend a momentum for an extra die.
Okay, feel free. So you'll be rolling 3 dice, and daring and con. This is going to be 1 dice from Lieutenant Chen.
Okay. Whew.
So fortunately, you were able to navigate. This was difficulty 1. So you gained an extra momentum. You can use that to succeed with honors, or you can bank it for later, which might come in handy later.
I think bank it for later.
Okay.
So I'll just regular succeed.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent. And then Commander Talar goes ahead and administers the test to Chatsworth and Pola. Chat, do you want to do the safe route or the quick route? Let me know in chat. And while that is happening, Lieutenant Chen comes over to the group that has already finished, including Kellis, Rosie, and Pajan, and says, we can go ahead with part 3. And chat is going to do the quick route. So that's going to be a daring and con check. And that's going to be 2 dice. That's 2 successes.
Okay.
And then Pola is going to assist. So 2 successes total will bank back to 6 momentum total. Great. All right. And then Commander Talar is going to administer the other tests. But Lieutenant Chen is going ahead to the mathematical and science test portion. So they ask you to go ahead and take a seat in one of these alcoves.
All right.
Oops, pardon me.
There are walls between them, so you have to go around the wall.
Okay.
There you go. And
Seems these walls are not holograms.
indeed,
Or I guess they actually could be. Whatever, I'm mixing things up.
they could be force fields, but we'll see.
I know how Star Trek works. I didn't forget stuff. This is the one with the Force, right? And Jedi and all that.
Evil.
That
Oh,
is
sorry, that was Star
that
Wars.
is something else. Something else. Those are very old documentaries that we don't speak of here. Not on my ship.
Documentaries?
Documentaries.
That is a.
Okay,
I mean,
so
yeah.
this is the mathematical and science portion, which, if I check my notes, is a reason and science task, difficulty 2. And this is an individual task, so you can't be assisted. Reason and science. So we'll go ahead and start from top down. We'll start with Rosie.
Ooh, okay. I've got 11. I could use a momentum here, theoretically. Use a difficulty 2?
Yes.
Yeah, can I spend a momentum?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's make a roll.
That'll be 3 dice. So you got
Oh!
2 successes, but there's a complication. So here's how it plays out.
Their dice ruined me!
You you go through the mathematical portion where there are geometric shapes that you have to decide or pick which one is the inverted version of that geometric shape, and reflect it across all the axes, and that's no problem for you. The science portion has some riddles and some tricky parts, but you're able to ace that. However, you are feeling quite stressed by this and will take 2 points of stress. So in your character sheet, if you can click on the 6 on the stress track, that will be your complication. And the stress track is kind of like hit points, but when you run out of like stress, when you've taken all the stress you can, you gain a extra trait which makes you fail certain rolls.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, so Lieutenant Chen moves on to Bajan. It's your turn. This was a reason and science task, difficulty 2.
I would like to use my direct neural interface again, if that is usable. Are we at a computer?
This is a computer.
Not once per scene?
Is it limited once per scene?
Yeah, I'm gonna limit that just so it's not OP.
No, it's fine. Okay. Fair enough. No, I just forgot about the once per scene thing. That makes sense. I will just double checking if there's anything else I think might help here. You said that this is the science portion?
Math and science. So this is a reason and science task.
Okay. Can I get a benefit by leveraging my quantum mechanics focus?
For the science portion, you can.
Okay,
So
I will-
then you would, in the dice roller, you would click use focus. And what that does is it increases the critical success range to match the discipline that is being used.
And I would also like to use one momentum.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 3 dice with focus.
Okay, here we go.
Oof.
Unfortunately, it was
no.
not to be. You fidget with your implants and the mathematical portion with the inverted geometric shapes is extraordinarily difficult for you, and the quantum mechanics that you've studied seems to be slightly out of date, and so you do not pass this portion of the exam, but that's fine because you're up against the other applicants, and so it's not necessarily the end of the line. Lieutenant Chen goes, takes some notes on the pad, and moves on to Kellis.
We're being judged.
I am using a momentum for sure. And let's go. Oh no.
Oh no. Kellis, having studied or being brought up in business and trade, fails to find the capitalistic interpretation of the science and the mathematics, and is led astray, does not pass this portion of the exam, and suffers to stress.
Look,
So,
I'm
Does that
not
mean my stress
saying
pack
the
is down
Earth
to
is-
5?
yes.
I'm not saying
Okay.
the Earth is definitively flat, but have you seen all the way around it at once with your own eyes?
Who needs calculus for business? Well, I mean, like, accounting is just math. Why do you need calculus for accounting?
All right. So we are going to take
Complex
an
derivatives, probably.
ad break here. So this is a good time for a bio break. So I'm going to put it on the be right back screen. Future Squidward, thank you for the subscription. Amazing. And we are back. So,
Yay, it's a be back.
first of all, Future Squidward, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. I really appreciate that. That helps support the stream and future missions. So, we are going to go to... We're going to go to the Armory Hallway, which is this kind of gymnasium outside of the armory used for combat training. And Lieutenant Chen explains that this is the fourth part of the exam, the hand-to-hand combat portion. And what we are going to do is activate the holographic equipment behind us, which will have a sparring combatant, and then we will do the combat exam. And so we hear the hologram sound with fixing one thing real quick. Appearance is assets, tokens, Kraden. There we go. Okay. That's better. So, you see a hologram of a Kraden, who is a species that is not unlike the Nausicaans in a first appearance, but much uglier. Wrinkles and skin flaps and talons all over the mouth and the forehead, these dreads kind of thing going on. And this is your sparring partner. So, who would like to go first? And I'll explain the mechanics of it.
Well, nothing like getting it over with. I'll go first.
All right, so Kella steps forward. The Kraden hologram is in kind of a ready stance. And so over the table, out of character, here's how the mechanics of combat work. If you are the attacker, then you roll first. Generally, it's going to be a daring and security check for hand-to-hand combat. And you would roll 2 dice as the attacker to set the difficulty. And then the defender gets to roll their dice and see if they can meet that difficulty level. And then I resolve the task by narrating what happens. So you have a choice of waiting for the Kraden to attack you, or you can attack first. And this is for Kellis.
I think Callus is gonna go for it and attack first.
All right. So Kellis can give me a daring and security check with 2 dice. So you've set the difficulty at 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the Kraden hologram is going to do daring and security, and also gets 1. So in a tie, the defender wins the match, and if it's a tie. But so you reach out and try to punch the Kraden hologram, and the hologram just blocks your move and tries to punch you, and you're able to block, and it's kind of a tie. So from here, you can choose to go to round 2. And in round 2, would you like to attack or defend?
This time, I think I'd like to defend.
Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh. Hello.
Sorry, I lost connection for a second there, but I am back.
Great.
Okay.
But John is studying the tactics of the holographic opponent.
Ah,
So
that's fantastic.
the Kraden sets the difficulty at 2. So Kellis can give me a daring and security check, and you can use momentum here if you want to.
I think I would like to use 1 momentum
Okay.
for 3 dice. Ah.
No help, unfortunately. So the Kraden charges at you and just completely body checks you and flattens you to the ground. And so what happens in combat when you lose the task, you can choose to take the defeated trait, and that will require some assistance for you to get back into the fight or get back up, or you can choose to take stress according to the difficulty of the attack. So this was a unarmed attack is 2 stress, so you could take 2 stress and fight back again, or just accept defeat.
I'm gonna take the 2 stress.
All right.
I think Kellis is a fighter.
Kellis is a fighter. And the applicants are cheering on. Yeah, get him!
Come on, Kellis!
And the Kraden will take the initiative and go ahead and set the difficulty at 1.
Mhm.
So you're looking for a 1 or a 2 success,
All right, let's go for it.
at least.
No momentum spending.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So the Kraden, you jump up from prone, and you see the Kraden is trying to kick at you, and you are able to dodge the kick and then sweep the feet out from under the Kraden, who falls back on his behind. And so that's going to be the fight for Kellis. Yay!
Oh. All right.
And then we hear the hologram sounds as the simulation resets itself. And next up is either Rosie or Pajan.
I have to go first, unless you want to go first, Kent.
Kent, you're muted.
I guess I'll go.
Okay. So Rosie's turn. Would you like to
Remind me
attack
just
or
what we were
defend?
rolling?
This is
Rosie
daring,
would go on the offensive. Or sorry,
daring,
what was that?
daring, and security.
Daring and security. No, actually, she's gonna be defensive, I think.
Okay. So the Kraden steps forward and kind of stalks back and forth a little bit, and then decides he's had enough waiting and rushes towards you and is going to set the difficulty at 1.
All right. Gonna go ahead. I'm gonna roll straight. No momentum.
Okay.
1 difficulty. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And you're able to dodge out of the way deftly, and the Kraden kind of jumps at where you were and falls on the ground. So that...
I will now.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, pin him down or get on top of him, put him in a hold of some kind.
Okay. So go ahead and give me that daring and security check again.
I will use momentum for. Oh, wrong one. Will use momentum for this one.
Okay.
Okay. Good thing I did.
Yes. So you have one success. Okay, I see what we did with the momentum. One success, and the Kraden is trying to avoid being pinned. And just barely escapes the pin and backs off.
All right. I see we're feeling each other out here. But gosh, this has a little bit of a mumbo jumbo going on here. Rosie's gonna stay on the defensive, trying to keep an eye on what the Kraden's doing, waiting for him to act first.
Okay. The Kraden is going to attack. It's a wild attack, 0 successes. So you're looking for at least 1 success in order to win the match.
All right, just gonna roll straight. Oof.
And that ends in a tie. What happens is the Kraden comes up and tries to clobber you over the head. You dodge that, and you try to punch him in the gut. But it connects, but it's just ineffective. So with a third round, Lieutenant Chen is going to reset the simulation and call that a tie.
Sounds good to me.
Next up is Pajan.
All right. John steps forward.
Would you like to attack or defend?
Pajon will defend.
Okay. Kraden will attack and gets 0 successes. So go ahead and give me that daring and security check.
All right.
So the Kraden tries to kick at you, and you grab at the boot and twist it, forcing the Kraden to fall backwards on the ground prone, winning the fight in 1 round. Good job.
God damn.
It's that Vulcan strength. And then last up, we're going to see how Chaddington does.
Oh boy.
So, Chat, would you like to attack or defend? Let me know. And Pajan can go back into the semicircle. All right. Chat will attack. Thank you for that redeem future Squidward. So Chatsworth will give us a daring and security check with 0 successes. And then the Kraden will respond with 1 success. And unfortunately, that's a defeat for Chatsworth. And so what happens is Chatsworth rushes forward to attack with the Andorian strength and is just clotheslined by the Kraden, who steps aside and sticks an arm out and knocks Chatsworth on their back. So that's a plain defeat in round 1 for Chatsworth, unfortunately. All right. And then Commander Talara says, I think that I've seen enough, asks for the computer end simulation, and the Kraden is dissolves in a mist of holographic sparks. And then we are going to go back to the classrooms to find out what the results of the exam are. So let me go back to here. And if I'm going to just move everyone into the other room. There we go. So you can just orient yourselves to a desk.
Pardon me, chat. I think I was sitting at this desk before. Could I sit here again?
Chat kindly moves over.
Thank you.
All right. Now we are in scene 4. And what's going to happen is Commander Talar is going to be at the front of the class and says, while all of the applicants today were very impressive, unfortunately we only have a limited number of appointments to Starfleet Academy from this sector. Will the following applicants please stand? Jack Randy. And then, where did Jack go?
Bottom right.
There you are. Jack stands up, proud, and tall as can be, thinking this is it, because they're Starfleet to the core, and their parents are on the Cerritos, and they're looking forward to the Academy. And Commander Talar says, applicant Randy, you are dismissed. And Jack says, I didn't pass?
Rosie's expression immediately goes to concern and worry.
And Talar says, you did not. And Jack gets angry and says, do you know who my parents are? They'll get me in, and then you'll see. And then storms out of the room and down the hallway. And Commander Talar says, a most puzzling reaction. Applicant Saral, please stand. And Saral stands and says, here. And Talar says, you are dismissed. And Saral says, that is logical. And leaves, because Saral didn't do very well on a couple of portions of the exam, and goes down the hallway and disappears. And finally, applicant Reuben Conan. And before... So Reuben is a Betazoid. And before she even says the disposition, Reuben says, I know, I'm dismissed, and goes ahead and leaves. And then one more, there is, let me just check something real quick. Okay.
One more there is.
One more there is. Finally, Applicant Kellis, please stand. You are dismissed. But before you can leave,
Alex?
the klaxons of a yellow alert sound, and Talar says, "Computer, silence yellow alert. Authorization Talar Omega 31." And Lieutenant Chen says, "Nobody panic. It's just a yellow alert. Happens all the time. It's probably just precautionary." And so Kellis can go out into the hallway.
Rosie looks at Kellis as she's walking out with these big sad eyes.
Oh,
She is just distraught to see Kellis leaving.
oh my gosh, we just got raided. Hello, hello. I'll come back to the game in just a second. I gotta say hello to the raiders. Hello, let's see, ELHMK. Greetings from another STA game. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. We are playing Star Trek Adventures tabletop role-playing game. This is an interactive game where you can play as the 6th player character, Chattington Chatsworth, an Andorian. And we were just finding out the results of these applicants who were applying for Starfleet Academy. So you came from at a great moment. Hello, Umbral. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome all. Let's get some Vulcan emotes in the chat. Hello, everybody. I will check you out. How was your stream, ELHMK1? Tell me about your stream. Feel free to tell us what you were working on. Meanwhile, I'm going to turn my attention back to the game, and I'll talk to the chat in a little bit. Okay. Commander Talar says the remaining applicants are to report to Deck 13, Shuttle Bay 3, Shuttle 1 within 15 minutes for immediate departure to the USS Lexington. The Lexington will bring you to Earth, where we will be your instructors at Starfleet Academy. As the humans say, congratulations are in... And then she's interrupted as a jolt passes through the decks of the station, knocking pads off the desks. And for a moment... Let me find my controls here. For a moment, the lighting goes away and then comes back, and the artificial gravity blinks off and then back on. And in that moment, the desks start to float slightly and then slam back into the ground suddenly. And then we hear... I missed my cue. Then we hear... a red alert sound. Well, I'll do this one then. There we go. Talar and Marcus Chen look at each other and then rush out of the room. On the way out, Chen says, "Everyone stay here and await further instructions." And so they rush out of the room. And
While I hear them rush out, I'm going to back away from the door that I was listening at.
Definitely was not listening to the rest of the thing. And then the door closes, and so what's going to happen for Kellis, you can choose whether to follow the to instructors down the hallway, or go back into the classroom, or do something else. Is they are going to go down through the doorway at the end of the hallway.
I'm gonna try to sneak after them.
Okay. So you'll sneak after them, and so if you want to just hang out in the alcove over here,
Mhm.
then we're going to look back at the rest of the applicants in the room, and then we'll see you in a future scene. So just hang out with us. Okay. The camera turning back to the applicants in the classroom. Applicant Chris says, "What should we do?"
I
And-
mean, the commander was pretty clear. We stay put here, right?
And Pola says, "Yes, but we have a shuttle to catch. I'm not going to stick around here in emergency and wait and miss my shuttle. Let's get to the shuttle bay. Who's with me?"
I mean, it's unlikely they're gonna just leave without us. If there's something threatening the station, they're not gonna launch shuttles at all, right? That would put us and other people at risk. We're safest just staying here. They'll schedule another shuttle to take us to Earth.
And Pola just scoffs and says, "I'm going to find my way to the shuttle bay." And
Rose is gonna take a stand actually and say, "Absolutely not! You do not go through those doors. The commander was very clear. She gave a direct order. You're gonna stay in here until it is safe to go out there."
all right, I'm going to ask for a presence and security task to intimidate Pola
Oh boy.
into staying. This is going to be difficulty
Can
1.
Can I in any way use my value of full belief in the Federation here, or no?
I'm going to say yes.
Ooh. Okay.
And
what can I do with that?
that will gain you 1 determination, which you can bank for later, and then that'll carry over to future sessions.
So let's see. With determination, I can use that. It says here for faith of the heart, I can bank that into momentum, or is there as an option, or are there any other options I can do with determination?
When you use one of your values to spend or gain determination, you may also add 1 momentum to the group pool. So go ahead and add momentum to the group pool.
Cool.
Cool. All right, so give me that presence and security check to see if you can get Polis to say, "Thank you for the follow, Babblefish. I really appreciate that."
Let's spend a momentum. Let's risk it. We're gonna roll 3 dice for this. All right. Ah.
Polis turns back, just scoffs and says, "Don't be weak. We can do this." And disappears out the doorway.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm weak. I mean, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Like the commanders know what they're supposed to be doing. We're safe here, right?
Quick question.
Yeah.
I had a IRL situation for a few minutes, so I actually missed when things
Okay, I'll catch you
escalated
up.
beyond a yellow alert or whatever.
Yeah, so there was the yellow alert, and then Commander Talar suggested that the remaining applicants were to report to Deck 13, Shuttle Bay 3, Shuttle 1 for immediate departure, like within 15 minutes, for immediate departure to the USS Lexington for transport to Earth, and where they will become your Starfleet Academy instructors. And then there was a red alert after a jolt through the station. The gravity blinked on and off, the lights blinked on and off, and all the desks kind of like rearranged themselves slightly and slammed back into the ground when the gravity was momentarily disrupted. And So the four of you, Chris, Chat, Rosie, and Pajan, are left in this room while let me see. Kellis was sneaking around past the to follow the instructors, and where was the other one? Pola. Pola decided to go find their way to the shuttle bay.
All right. Fair enough. Pajan would like to go over to this computer bank here and is trying to see if they can get any information about what the red alert currently is going on, so that they can assess the situation.
Sure. So go ahead and give me a control and command check. This is going to be difficulty 1.
All right.
Okay, the computer comes to life, and hold on, I'm battling with the UI here for a second. It's not like it's roll 20 or anything. I have just a
Yeah,
pop
Roll
up.
20 definitely never fights me when I run games on there. Never. Doesn't make me want to rocks fall, the whole campaign dies. Ridiculous.
Okay. So we see the computer come to life. It's blinking red alert information and says there was a momentary power surge that affected primary systems, and the station is now on lockdown.
All right. So I convey this to the rest of my fellow cadets who are still in the room.
Rosie's gonna fold her arms, just gonna be like, "See, I knew it. There's no point to try to go down the shuttle bay. Everything's locked down. We're not gonna go anywhere anyway. I was right."
And with that discussion, what you notice is kind of a hissing sound as the room starts to fill with a white smoke from the coming from between the doors to the south. And the smoke starts to make it very difficult to see, and starts to make Chris is starting to cough at the smoke.
Pajan will ask the computer if there's anyone in that room where the smoke is coming from.
The computer replies that that room is empty.
Okay. Then Pajan says we should clear out of the room.
Yeah, I agree. We should get out of here.
All right, chat, we're going. And
Is the door locked or is it open?
You just left click on the door in order to open the door.
Okay.
Yeah, Pajan opened it.
All right.
Pajan.
Now you're in the hallway.
My sense of dramatic timing is suddenly wanting attention.
Now you're in the hallway. The door closes behind you. It's less smoky out here, but the smoke is kind of seeping and kind of following you a little bit. You have a couple options from here. You can go to the door to the left, which will lead to the turbolift lobby, or the door to the right, which will lead somewhere else unknown, or you can try to get into the Jeffries tubes. that. Mm-hmm.
If the station is all locked down, are the turbo lifts also out of service for this time?
I don't know. You'll have to find out.
Okay.
Is there any emergency exit sign or anything on any of these doors? Given, smoke, fire, etc.
So the door to the left is lit up and has kind of a this way to the turbolift exits.
Rosie's gonna try the door. I think she's gonna try to get into the turbo lift if she can.
Okay.
John agrees.
And I'm picking up Kellis's token. All right, so the group will go to the turbolift lobby and give me 1 second to set up that scene.
Mm-hmm.
And where were you? You were up here. You're going to be there. And that's good. Okay, so let me activate the scene. Okay. So the group ends up, comes through the south door, ends up in the turbolift lobby. There are 2 pairs of turbolifts, and you see Kellis on the far side of the room, or the far side of the hallway, and then there's doors. The door to the north leads to the armory lobby where you had the combat simulation. The doors to the east lead to the bar, and you're not sure what the door to the west or to the left.
We could all use a drink right now, right?
Rosie's gonna immediately go up to Kellis, like speed walk on over, butt wiggle and everything, boiler style. Kellis, are you okay? What happened? Do you know what's going on at all?
Well, I was trailing the lieutenant and commander, right? Did I
Why are
hear
you doing that? Oh, sorry.
out of character? Did I overhear
Yeah.
them say anything while I was following them? Keep in mind, I am a Ferengi who has better than average hearing.
Nice.
You saw, so when you came into this hallway, you saw them go through the far hallway to the north, but you didn't hear them say anything, and the door closed, and by the time you got up there, the rest of the applicants in this room had caught up with you.
The commander and lieutenant went through to the armory. Do you all know what's going on?
From what Pajan found out from a computer terminal, there seemed to be some sort of power surge in the main system of the station, causing primary systems to go flicker on and off.
There was also smoke starting to seep into the classroom, which is why we opted to leave it.
Yeah, it's kind of making it hard to breathe, hence Pajan's cough. Do you know where the door to the left left there goes?
I don't see any signs or anything indicating what that door is, right?
It just says turbolift operations on this door down here.
Okay. Okay. Rosie's gonna try to go
What does the door
investigate
to the
that.
north say?
The door to the north
Armory.
says armory
Right.
lobby.
Am I able to open this door, or is it locked for any reason?
You can try to open it.
Oh.
And inside you find an ensign who is visibly distressed and spins around and says, can I help you? I'm trying to get the turbolifts back online."
Okay, so the turbulifts are down. I had a feeling there's something wrong with that. Can we help? Pajan, do you think you can help the ensign here with the turbolifts? We needed them to get access to somewhere safe.
I can try.
Okay. So you offer your help to the ensign. The ensign says, "Are you trained in turbolift operations?"
Mm, Uh, I have a affinity with computers, but I not specifically turbolift operations. And he points meaningfully to his various implants. He's like, uh, but perhaps I could assist you.
So the ensign says, "All right, go ahead and watch the console here, and I'm going to see if I can reroute the power." And goes over to this power conduit, opens up a panel, and I'm going to ask you for a roll. This is going to be a insight and engineering task, difficulty 2.
Ooh, those are both of my
Ooh.
areas of expertise.
Splendid.
But I also think this is an important scenario, so I'm going to spend one momentum to help out.
As you should.
All right.
Ooh,
Two successes.
Wow. Okay, so you notice as Ensign Cole reroutes the power, the turbo lifts are coming back online, but several of them are kind of lost. Like they have passengers that they're trying to route to different places, and elevator logic and stuff like that. But you're able to successfully summon one turbolift to the south over here.
Okay.
While Pajan was doing that, I want to try to eavesdrop into the armory lobby.
Okay. So Kellis, you are eavesdropping. You put your big Ferengi ear up to the door, and you hear someone saying, "Help! Help! I'm stuck! Help!"
Hey, someone's asking for help over here. Could I have some assistance?
On it. Rosie's gonna immediately just book it on over here.
Okay. Chris and Chat are going to come with, and then Pajan, do you want to go with the group?
Has the situation with the turbolift stabilized?
Yeah, there's a turbolift waiting for you
Yeah,
here.
but I'm also based on like what ensign is.
Mm-hmm.
The ensign is trying.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Take
So the ensign is suitably impressed that you're able to route a turbolift to this location, and says, "I've got it from here."
Okay. Just didn't want to be like, you can count on me. Oh, squirrel.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So John
Um,
will come and help with this.
okay. You find yourselves in a wall by accident. I'm fixing that.
Oh, I need to disconnect, reconnect because audio dropped off again.
Okay. You find yourselves in the combat training room where you had the simulation, and the hollow emitters have been jostled about. And applicant Jack Randy, who was dismissed first from the group, is stuck under one of the pieces of equipment. and is yelling, "Oh, thank you! Help me! Like my leg, I think it's broken."
Right?
Uh,
Rosie's gonna move on over, but is gonna motion to Pajan in the chat. Come on, you two look strong. Help me get this up.
All right, so who wants to be primary and who wants to assist? And just a reminder, you can only have one assist on the rolls, regardless of how narratively we do it.
I'm not an exceptionally strong character, believe it or not. So
We're rolling fitness for this,
I'm
is that
not.
right?
This will be a
Fitness.
fitness and security difficulty 2 to move the crate.
Ooh. What's
I'm
Chat's
low on those
fitness?
stats.
Well, I don't want to metagame too much, but chat looks at you and says,
Fair.
"I'm strong."
Okay.
how about Chris?
I'll assist you. I'll help you out. Oh, yeah. What is Chris's? How about Chris? Do they look strong?
Chris is a human and does not look very strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, since there's no room for another pair of hands to help with this lift, Pajan is quickly searching for weapons in the unlikely but not impossible scenario that this red alert has some kind of attack going on or something.
This
Okay.
was the room that I saw the lieutenant and commander go through, right?
Yes, but you didn't see which way they went from here.
Right.
Shall we do the roll for lifting?
So this is going to be a fitness and security difficulty 2. And you don't have any momentum left, but and then you're having Chatsworth help out with that. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and give me the primary roll, Rosie.
Oh. Hello?
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 Yes.
Did you disconnect?
Liliana, can you hear?
Oh no.
We're having audio technical issues, which is one of the things in the bingo game, so I'm going to call that. Give us a second. So, Pajan, if you're looking for weapons, the north door is to the armory. However, it is a locked door.
All right. Well, Pajan will see if he can unlock it.
Oh, okay. I think I'm back.
Okay, you're
Hello.
back. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we're waiting on you to give us the fitness and security check with 2 dice.
I'm trying to, but here we go. Now it's loading again. Okay. Fitness and security. Got it. Okay. Gonna roll.
And that's 1 success, and then Chatsworth is going to roll and also gets
Nice.
1 success. So you just barely lift it up, and
Huge.
Chris helps pull Jack out of the underside of the crate, and Jack says, "Oh, thank you. That feels so much better. But my leg, I think it's
Roger's gonna go,
busted.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. I think my leg is broken. What all you? Where are you trying to go? What are you doing?"
Did you see
the
the
commanders?
Did you see the lieutenant and commander go through here?
I did, but hold on, let me check my notes. They went off to the door over here, and points, if I can get the clicky thing to do the clicky thing. Yeah, over there.
Clicky thing to do the thing.
On to rush over and try eavesdropping again. Is there a sign on this door by chance?
This door is unsigned. It just has like a generic label for hallways and corridor numbers.
Jack, how's your leg doing?
I don't know if I can walk. Can any of you splint it?
Probably chat could do that. I don't think we have anything readily available for splints nearby, though.
And Chatsworth looks at the equipment crate and just rips out a piece of duranium metal that is supporting the crate. Just kind of like breaks it. Says, "Will this work?"
I want to. First, can I open the door over here just to see what's down it?
So you notice that it's this way is to the upper deck of the shuttle bay.
Okay. Having kind of assessed that, I want to go over and see if I can help with the splint.
Okay. So, Chatsworth is going to do a daring and medicine check, which Chat assures you that this is one of their specialties.
Can I assist?
And you can assist. And this is to splint the leg. This is going to be a difficulty 2.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chatsworth, let's see, daring and medicine, 2 successes, and you can roll your assist.
A single one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, cool. And you can bank that momentum if you like, or
Yes,
you can.
please.
Cool. So Jack has now lost the immobile trait and is able to kind of like hobble along with some help. And so Chris is helping Jack, and Chatsworth is over here. What do you want to do?
I want to see how Pajan is doing with the locked door. Oh,
Do we have Pajan here?
I'm here.
Okay.
I had said a while ago I'm trying to do the locked door. I was.
Oh, okay. So here's what I'll need for the locked door. What did I ask for before? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna say a daring and command check, or sorry, daring and security check. And this is going to be, for the armory, it's going to be a difficulty 3.
Okay, does anyone have some security experience or anything? Because,
Nope.
sorry. Well, let's give it a shot. It's probably not going to...
I can try to assist.
I mean, unless I spend a momentum, it's literally impossible for me to clear it on my own.
If you
if
got
you
a
get
critical success.
yeah,
Oh, that's true.
if you got a crit success and a helper got a success, or your second dice got a success, then you could do it.
I think, yeah. I'll help out.
Okay.
What help it is.
So, should I take point on this? I guess probably.
Daring and security, is that right?
Daring and
Yeah.
security for the door.
Okay.
And it's okay if I use one momentum.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think like it might not be.
Well,
We might be better off using it for something more critical.
sure.
Okay, that's one success, and then we're looking for a natural
Jeez.
1 from
One
Kellis with
Daring
one
and security, is that correct?
daring and security with 1 dice.
Oh boy.
And there was a complication. The complication is you've triggered a security alert because you're trying to break into the armory.
What are you two trying to do over there?
Oh.
Just trying to be prepared. In the
For
event.
for what? It's the red alert said it was like a power surge situation, not an invasion.
Let's get
Phasers
out of here.
are very useful in an emergency. For example, if you had been unable to move that object, we could have perhaps.
Destroyed it.
Regardless,
All right.
I just thought it was worth checking. I apologize. I will take full responsibility if we are questioned or disciplined for triggering the alert later.
So you all are well, that's not where I wanted you all to be. Give me a second to set up the scene properly. Okay, show they left. Activate. Alright, you all find yourself, as after you go through that door, on the catwalk overlooking the shuttle bay. And you came from the south, and you can continue up to the north.
Is there anything unusual in the shuttle bay?
Nope. Not that you can see.
Does this happen to be the shuttle bay they were told to report to?
Well, you were told to report to Shuttle Bay 3.
Okay.
So is this Shuttle Bay 3?
You see a big 3 on the floor.
Okay.
Do you
Chatsworth.
see any sign of the lieutenant and the commander anywhere?
No.
Huh. Very strange.
Which bay was it?
Shuttle Bay 3.
Or sorry,
Which shuttle?
so shuttle bay. Yeah.
It was Shuttle 1.
Oh, so it's gone.
No.
Oh, is that it in the hangar there?
You'll have to explore and figure it out. The shuttles are numbered with a big number on the side of each shuttle.
Okay. Yeah.
What
Let's go
pa-
down
Am I
and
still on a walkable area of the map, or have I gone full Spider-Man?
You're doing good. You're doing good. You can report
Okay,
back what
it's
you
a little
find.
ambiguous.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Where? Just over here?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
I commandeer a shuttle, blast my way out the door, and leave all my. I'm kidding.
That's a horrible idea, really.
I want to check out over here.
I'm walking further past here. Doesn't seem to be anything.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Do either of these shuttles look like Shuttle 1?
So you notice a big 1 pasted on this shuttle right here.
Okay.
Okay, warning: the shuttle door here seems to be a one-way door.
Oh, are you stuck?
I'm stuck.
Unstuck.
All right. I guess it was just my shoe.
I wonder why there's nobody else here. Didn't Jack? You were sure that the lieutenant and the commander came through here, right?
Yes. I'm sure they came through this door.
Uh,
I don't really want to. Rosie doesn't want to go into the shuttle because that feels like breaking the rules. But she is gonna wander around and investigate the floor a little more.
Yeah, Pajan is going into the shuttle. He salutes
I'm gonna wait out of
the folks
sight.
in there and says we had to leave the classroom because it was filling with smoke. We also assisted
So,
injured person.
you may want to
If there's
report who you're talking to Rosie, who may not, and Kellis, who may not be able to see that.
Sorry, what?
You were talking to someone. You may want to tell Rosie and Kellis who you're talking to.
Oh, I'm talking to Commander Talar inside the shuttle. Sorry.
Oh, good.
Rosie's pacing restlessly outside of the shuttle. She doesn't know if she should go in there or not.
Lieutenant Chen comes over and says, "What are you waiting for? Let's board."
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll board. I'll take this opportunity.
All right.
Pajan takes a seat as well.
So, inside the shuttle, Commander Talar addresses the group and says, "Congratulations! You have successfully made it to the shuttle. We will now depart for the USS Lexington."
This was all part of a test?
And Lieutenant Chen says, "Yes, this was the best way that we've found to test applicants in a real-world emergency scenario, how they would behave when they thought that they weren't being watched."
Can't say really a big fan of that, but okay.
And Lieutenant Chen also goes to Jack and says, "How's the leg?" And Jack says, "Well, they patched it up, but I'll need to see sickbay." And
So wait, his leg's really broken then.
his leg's really broken, but he was part of the test as well, according to Lieutenant Chen. They
Oh.
took one for the team.
All right.
All right, so you've successfully made it to the shuttle, and
I do not believe that is what is meant by the human expression "break a leg," but perhaps I misunderstood the cultural context.
No, I think you got it right. Like, that's a thing that people would say all the time, to break a leg. I'm assuming maybe because of something I read about lawsuits, but I don't really know for sure. I'm sure you have it right.
Thank you for the stream bingo vote. So Lieutenant Chen says, explains, not to worry. The whole wing of Douglas Station was closed off, and it's actually kind of a closed course for examination purposes and other training maneuvers. We use this setup every year for the applicants in this sector. And Commander Talar closes the shuttle door and says, "Take a seat. We will be departing briefly." And that is the end of scene 5. You are on board the shuttle. Lieutenant Chen explains to Kellis, you may be wondering about your dismissal, and that was to see how you handled rejection.
I see.
But fortunately, you handled yourself with grace, and we would like you to be part of the Starfleet Academy class.
Understood. Is this typically how the test is done here? You said you've done this in past years.
It changes up every year a little bit. There's no way to tell how the applicants will respond to the real-world scenarios, but the general challenges remain consistent across all the tests.
I'm gonna tuck that away for later, in case it ever becomes useful.
All right. Any other questions or dialogue before we end the scene?
No, I'm all set for myself.
Congrats on the bingo, Cozy Ophi. Let's see. Chat did something helpful. Okay, so we look back out at the exterior of Douglas Station as the shuttle flies out of space dock and docks with the USS Lexington and makes way for Earth, which is only a couple days' travel. And this is where we're going to leave the adventure for today. Next week, we are going to continue with Mission 2, and that will cover the first year of Starfleet Academy.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool. So, I have a little bit of stream stuff to do. I'm going to call all the events of bingo. So if you haven't got your bingo yet, thank you for following Bean Goblin VT. I appreciate that. And that meets my follower goal of 480. Yay!
Yay!
Yay.
Sounds so quiet, felt like you needed some more.
Yes. Okay. So, do we want to do Stars and Wishes on or off stream? That's just a wrap-up routine. Okay. I think we'll wrap up the stream and then we'll do Stars and Wishes. So give me a few minutes. I'm going to come over here and talk to the stream real quick while I look for someone to raid. So, wrapping up for today, we have we had the applicants apply to Starfleet Academy with the entrance examination. It isn't always what it seems and doesn't always go the way we expect, but the applicants succeeded and all of the players made it through, including Chattington. And let's see. I'm looking for someone that we can raid that might be doing something of interest. So we are doing tabletop roleplay game. I'm looking for an English tabletop streamer. There's actually a lot of Saturday tabletop streams right now. Let me look for someone doing Star Trek. Sure. We can go over to... What's this? EQ Animals. Anyone have any suggestions for people to raid?
Sadly, I do not.
That's okay. Sort by uptime. Okay, I'm just going to raid someone that I'm following that might appreciate this. So we're going to go see... Okay. We're going to go see... We're going to make a new friend. Faye Umbrea is playing Claire Obscure Expedition 33, which is a story kind of game. And so let's go ahead and start this raid. And when we get over there, we want to do this message. Raid from Captain Jamie-Leigh and Starfleet Chat. So go ahead and copy that message and get ready to raid. We will raid here in just a minute. Thank you all for joining us for the first session. We will be back next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Time. You can find the video on demand on the Twitch channel or on YouTube at Captain Jamie-Leigh. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It's raid time. So let's get over to our new friend.